Yo, 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 episode 5 coming at you like... But first, a word from our sponsor.
You're the kind of TV viewer who wants more choice. And boy, do you get it. Now, AOL are offering you the same kind of choice on the internet. Free. We give you 17 unique entertainment and information channels and complete access to the internet. But again, with another unique feature, our parental controls, which give you the last say on what your kids can see on the net. Look out for our 2-month free trial pack coming through your door soon.
I'm Jim Halpert. Witty comment. Yo, J-Dog, what is happening on the flippity flop? This is Grandmaster Onion here to give you another exciting update on anything and everything. Now, you must forgive me for the major delay. I was kind of like, I wanted to do it, but I always feel a bit awkward making these videos, so I thought I'm gonna have to wait until everyone's out of the house, because if anyone hears me making this, I'm gonna die even more than usual. So, last time, what did I say? I said, give me advice telepathically. Or was that the time before? Anyway, I listened to your telepathic advice and it worked really well. So, I had day 1, which I told you about, and I think I told you about an interview that I had. Like, I've had so many, they kind of all blur into one. So I'm going to try and start in order, so that I kind of don't go off topic. So, let's rewind in time. Gym style. Day 2. What did we do? We went to, now, forgive me for this, we went to Sea Life because I wanted to see all the fishies. But the whole time I was like, this is disgusting and wrong, and if Jodie was here, she would kill all of these staff members. But still, I enjoyed it, apart from the mass wrongdoings and capitalism gone wrong that it is. And we like the puffer fish as well. Also, let me just check something. Spud's toy. Gift from Spud. But yeah, we had a good time, and we loved the puffer fish, as I said. And we went to go and get some food, and by chance it was a Birmingham food festival. So there was loads of different stalls around, and there's like Indian and Chinese and whatever other countries exist. So we got some cool Indian food, which was spicy and beautiful. And oh yeah, we got some cider, which was apparently German, but it was just an excuse to get some cider. And yeah, it was fun. I preferred that because sitting down for a one-on-one meal can be a bit full on sometimes, especially in the early days. But yeah, it was good. So that was also the day where we had our first picture, and we were like, yo, how well is this going? And it was like, yo, I know, but we're not going to mention it because that would be weird. So we went another week, and he was all like, you know, I'm single, right? Are you single? I was like, obviously. And then we just changed the subject, and then later on I thought, oh, I bet he was hinting at something then. So a day later, I said to him, oh, can you remember, like, I'm single, are you? And he was like, yeah, like, if only someone would go out with me. And I was like, oh, well, it'd be a bit lame if they asked you out over text, right? And he was like, oh, maybe. And I was like, so maybe just wait until Wednesday, and perhaps someone will ask you out. And that's when we went for date 2 on Wednesday, which was my 26th birthday. Okay, so I'm going to split this up so I'm not rambling. So come back for part 2. Yo, 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 so we're on to day 2. I'm trying to keep track of this. And it was my birthday, and I was turning 26, and I was like, how fucking lame is it that I'm turning 26? What's even lamer is this time last year I enjoyed it in Japan, so I didn't feel bad about turning 25, because I was like, fuck yes, I'm turning 25 in Akihabara. What could be better than that? Whereas this year I'm like, oh, I'm turning 26 in Telford. So I was like, let's go out to Telford. Let's go to Birmingham. I'll see Nando again. So we did. We went to watch the new Spider-Man, which was, it was alright. I mean, it's Spider-Man. I always like those films. I usually hate Marvel, but like he's an exception because it's like, oh, it's just this young guy that can shoot stuff and whatever. And Yeah, in the cinemas, we were like teenagers basically, like, oh my god, I dropped my popcorn on your lap, whoa. So yeah, I didn't see much of Spider-Man. And afterwards, we went to get food at, no, don't frown, we went to get food at Pizza Hut. I know, it's fucking terrible. Like, he was like, oh, I really want to try some pizza, and I was like, to be honest, like, Domino's is amazing, but other than that, I don't know where we could go. And he was like, oh, should we go to Pizza Hut? I was like, no, we should not. Pizza Hut is shit. And he was like, oh, but I really want to try it. I was like, oh, like, I haven't been for a few years, but honestly, I truly believe it will still be pretty shit. And I was like, but we'll try it. We'll see. It's like, you know, let's go for it. And it wasn't terrible. Like, our waitress was nice. I think she was pandering to us being gay, because she was all like, oh my god, are you having a good time? And blah blah blah. So yeah, it was alright. The pizza was pretty shitty, but it was passable. And he was like, oh yeah, I see what you mean, it is a bit shit. But I was like, at least now you know, when you're in the UK, to not have pizza from Pizza Hut. So that was a lesson learned. Anyway, we walked out and we went to do some shopping, and that's when I went to pop the question. And unlike the video I said before where I shouldn't be like Chandler, I just accidentally was like Chandler anyway. So I was all like, so what's up? And he was like, what do you mean, I've been with you for hours? I was like, yeah, have you got a boyfriend or anything? He was like, no. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if you had a boyfriend right now? He was like, yeah. I was like, I reckon maybe someone nearby should just go out with you, like the first person you see. And he started laughing. And I was like, so are you going out with anyone now? And he was like, I'm not sure, I'm kind of confused, but I think so. I was like, yes you are. And then yeah, that was it. That was how we made it official, by me being super awkward and weird. Let's think about what part 3 can be, because I'm trying to recollect all my thoughts, man.
Your best, ladies and gentlemen. I know with him, got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, or he made us to hot.
How fucking amazing is that? This is actually my second version of that I Want to Believe poster. I brought that on the cinema day with Nando, and I put it in my bag. And then after the cinemas, the poster was gone. I don't know where it had gone, but it just rolled out on the floor somewhere, so I had to go back and buy another one. How tragic is that? And also, how is that for the most boring, crappy story you've ever heard? I mean, a story about a poster? What am I thinking? I have so much to tell you, and I'd start with that. Work-wise, okay, I need to fill you in on what feels like so many things, but in the grand scheme of things, it's probably not much. I can't remember what one I told you about last time, but let's just say I went for one which was like working nights in this office, and like I'd just be on the phones and like typing shit in the computer, and the office looked really nice, and I was like, and it had like those fake potted plants and loads of glass, and I was just like, this is my corporate dream. I always wanted to work somewhere like this. So I've got to wait to see what they say, and I'm really hoping I get it, because just imagine that, man, working through the night with no one pestering me, with all these windows around me where little aliens can peek in and say hello. It'd be perfect. On the flip side, I had an interview for a fairly shitty place today. It was like, I'm trying to apply for at least 2 things a day. So sometimes it means I apply for fairly shitty things, and in the moment I'm just like, oh, it'll be a job, it'll be fine. And then when they actually reply, it's like, oh Christ, why did I apply for here? So I went there anyway today, and the place looks okay. They have cool retro games and stuff, but they were like, this is like a preliminary interview before your proper one. So if you do well today, then we'll call you back. I was like, okay, that's a bit shitty. I mean, I put a fucking shirt on, and I come to see you, and you can't even give me a real interview. But anyway, I went there for my fake interview, and they're all, here's a questionnaire sheet kind of thing, fill it in, and we'll let you know how you did. We'll have a quick chat. So I started filling it in, and one of the things was like, what do you like about the store? So I was like, well, I like that it has cool retro games in it. I mean, it has its SNES in its box. What's better than that? And it said, what could you improve about the store? And looking back, I think it was more to do with like, you know, how could you make it look better, merchandising and stuff. But they had their music on really loud, and I couldn't quite hear the interviewer that well, so I put in the thing they could do with turning the music down. And then when he was reading it back, I thought, oh, that's just gonna sound really shitty and like an old man. And he kind of, when he read it, he was like, And I thought, no, I'm sticking to my word, because that music is a ludicrous volume. It's like I'm in a club right now. You either turn it down or I'm not working here. So yeah, that's how that went. The second part of the questionnaire was like, it just didn't have any context. It just said good things, weaknesses, blah blah blah. So I was like, what is this referring to, the shop or me? And he was like, you passed the first test. People just fill it in anyway. And I was going to see who actually asked the question, and I thought, well, I'm glad I passed your test, but I don't really like dickheads that test people like that. Just fucking ask me normal questions, like. So yeah, if I don't hear back from them, I'll be kind of relieved. If I do hear back from them, I'll just be like, oh, sorry, I've died. I can't take the job. Like, tough shit, pal. My horn can pierce the sky. I need to give you an update on my fish, and now this is going to be emotional. And I feel like a dreadful human being. Basically, this is my tank. And you might notice some changes. The first change is, it's got a real plant in there